millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Lock in, lock in. I'm scared. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Right there.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gets around him. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Trubisky to Gabriel, middle of the field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43.
First down, Bears.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the 36, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Now Trubisky. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Trubisky will throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Cousins now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Squish, double. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yellow. 59's mark. Check, 59. Watch the screen.
3rd and long for Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Roquan Smith. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
You got time right there.
And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check. Five. So we got man. Forward is Mike. 18. Check nine. Ran, come.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. You can't. More to work. Mike 54.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, defense, let's go. Listen to me.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Not today. Hey, yo. 58 to Mike.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
Yeah, not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. Cousins on the keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
At the 27-yard line.
58 to Mike. Hey, tight.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's do this.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, Cook. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Single, slot.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This from 36 yards out. Bailey's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Motion. Mike 40. Check back. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So finally, a first down run. The offensive line has got to feel a whole lot better about themselves, because I think they were starting to wonder, were we ever going to solve this defense and be able to do what we like to do, which is run the football.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Again, it's Cook, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Vikings 31-yard line.
Switch.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Hey, high 7. Through.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm coming after you.
Zebra. Leave it. Ringo, 48. Hey, Charlie.
58.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this one complete to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw, Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Tight end right, tight end right. 40. Squeeze. Stop. Hey, 40's Mike, right now.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that will be incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Diggs with a good footwork before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA. Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 29 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Here's Trubisky. Completes it to Miller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
54's Mike. Check. Hey, exit. 54.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now Cook slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Play fake. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a run with Cook. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Cousins here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and have the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Tighten up.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Back. Undercrush. That's the 48.
He's coming, double up.
Check 52. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
It's fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer.